everyone, I am Gabriella from Mindful Movement with Gabriella, and I'm back to take you through another workout today. So today we're going to do a little bit of work standing, then we're going to come down to our mat. I'm going to work with our Pilates ball, if you have a Pilates ball. If you don't, then you could roll up a towel, you can pop that underneath your back for support. I will let you know when we're using our ball. And then I'm actually also going to use a yoga block. So if you don't have a yoga block, you can use a book. We are going to be kneeling on it though, so just make sure it's comfortable underneath your knee. And if you don't have anything, do not worry, you can do the whole thing without. That's it, so grab what you need and I will see you in a sec. Okay, if we just come to the back of our mat or our space, feet are going to be in a parallel position. You can close your eyes and then let's just start to breathe in through our nose and out through your mouth. As you breathe in through your nose, you know, I always talk about filling our body up in all four directions. So your belly moves forward, your ribs expand to the side, and then you breathe into your back. So as you breathe in, you can think about your body filling up. As you breathe out, can we think about knitting our ribs in together, finding the connection at the front of our body? We'll do two more like that. Big inhale, and out, and one last one. Then you can open your eyes. We're going to take our chin to our chest and start to roll ourselves down. So can we think about keeping the weight in our toes so our hips stay over our feet and we don't send our bum too far back and we curve as much as we can. And then we're going to roll ourselves all the way back up, back of our legs, pull us up, and then our head is the last to come up. We're going to do one last one, chin to your chest. Really try and curve and round as you go all the way down. Holding it at the bottom, you can give it a little sway from side to side. And then hold it in the center. We're going to roll ourselves all the way up. So we come up to standing, head comes up last. Really nice. We're going to come into our squat position. So take your feet into a comfortable position for your body. And we're going to squat down. That's going to be more of an active recovery because what we're going to start to focus on is our hips here. So you're going to drop down and lift up. So I want you to focus on keeping your hips level here. So it's like our standing side kicks, because this side of our body grows tall, stays really stable as we extend the lifting leg. If anyone wanted to make this a little bit more towards your bar, you could pop ankle weights on, but you can really deepen it by thinking about extending your leg, pulling it away. And we drop and leg pulls. And we try not to lean. So if I was leaning, this is what would happen. My hips lift, I lean over, I lose the work. So you're going to try and keep that side of your body growing tall. And drop, lift. So you're getting taller as you lift your leg up. Pull. As we squat down, we want to try and keep our chest up, bottom back, and lift. Next time your right leg is lifted, you're going to hold your right leg up. We're going to go for tiny little lifts. Now this is where we want to try and keep our hips level. Supporting foot is doing a lot of work. Hands can go wherever feels good for your body. And they're just small lifts right at the top range. You might feel all of your hips here starting to fire on. Let's do 3 more. 2, 1. We then go back down and we transfer. And through, and lift, pull. So those squats in the center actually feel like you're stretching out all those side muscles. Next time your left leg is lifted, you're going to hold your left leg up. Little lifts up there. So grounding through this side, growing taller with this side so we're not leaning over. And the lifts are just right at the top range. Let's go for 4 more. 3, 2, 1. You know what's coming now. Squats and side leg lift. Drop. Good. Next time, right leg is lifted, we go back and we hold it up. So now you're gonna hold it at the top range and just do tiny circles at the top range. So can you go up and back? Can you think about moving from your hip? Circles are small, they're precise, they're controlled. We reverse them in the other direction. One last one, and then we go back through the center and lift, reach, and through. Next time your left leg is lifted, you're going to hold it there, small little circles up and back. Really nice. Oh, both sides of my legs on fire. Growing tall, so we're not leaning over. Let's reverse our circles in the other direction. 2 more. One last one. You go back down. We've got one last round where we're going to do small bend and stretches. So still controlled. I find my heart rate gets up a little bit here. You could always speed it up slightly, but what I want you to focus on is the control. So you have that moment of your balance and you pull your foot away, down, and pull. And it doesn't need to lift high, because when you start lifting it too high, that's where your hips lift. So you want to take it to your top range, keeping your hips level. Next time your right leg is lifted, let's hold it up. Now you're going to do a tiny bend and stretch. Bend is tiny, focusing more on the stretch away each time. Whew. We're going to do 3 more, then we're going to finish with pulses on this side. Hold it there, tiny lifts for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go back through the center and lift up. This is our last bit, standing. Pull the leg away and lift. Next time your left leg is lifted, hold your left leg up. Tiny little bend and stretch. So really small here. Can we focus on the stretch, the lengthening and the stretching behind your left knee? 3 more. 2. One last one. Tiny little lifts up. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop it down into your squat. Tiny little pulses here. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold and then fold over your legs. Really nice. We're going to walk it straight out onto all fours. Check that our heels of our hands are underneath our shoulders, knees are underneath our hips. And then we're going to hover and tap. And push the ground away. So really find the push into your hands, push into the back of your ribs. Center fires on, quads fire on. Arms, shoulder stability working here. Then we're going to start to add on. So our next one, we start with the hover. We step one leg back, second leg back. Ooh, first leg in, no Iggy. And down. Then we go again. You reverse which leg takes you out first. You have that moment's stillness, and then you come down. So we hover and step, come in, and lower. Good. Keep your breath going here. Then we're going to start to add on again. You step it out, you draw your heels together into your leg pull position, and you kick up for 3, 2, 1. Last one. Take it through the center, back into your hover, and we go down. Then second time, we go up, out into our plank, draw your heels together, toes out, kick up for 3, 2, 1. Last one. Back through parallel, into your hover, and down. We go again, 1 more on each side. So hover up, out into your plank, heels draw together, toes go out, push the ground away, kick up for 3, 2, 1. Last one. Go through the center, in, and down. We've got one last one. Okay, hover, step it out, Heels draw together, toes go out, extend your leg away, kick it up for 3, 2, 1, last one, through the center, hold, and then step into your hover and hold, and drop your knees down. Amazing work. You're gonna grab hold of your block or your book or whatever you're gonna pop underneath your knee. Underneath your left knee, we're gonna stay on our hands, so building that strength into our shoulders and into our wrists. Right leg is gonna extend long, and then we're just gonna lift up and tap down. So, we want to make sure that our hip is on top of our block so that we're not leaning too far over to the side. So you can take a little bit more weight into your right hand. Leg is reaching back. We're trying not to have any movement in our center and in our back. Lower down, good. Back of your head is parallel to the sky. Crown of your head reaches forward. So having the block underneath our knee just increases that range, makes it a little bit more intense. We'll go for 2 more. On the second one, hold it up. Tiny little lifts up. Good. Body might start to get a bit shaky in this position. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to pop your foot down, extend your left arm, so opposite arm to leg. You then lift them both up and both down. And supporting arm, oh my goodness, mine is on fire. So we pull and down and pull. So really good to work on the supporting shoulder, wrists, really good to strengthen our wrists. On our second one, let's hold it up. Tiny little lifts, arm and leg. For 4, 3, 2, 1, and come down. You're going to flex your foot as you bring your heel into your bum, and then you're going to extend and tap down. So it lifts up, flexes, points, and down. If you wanted a little bit more, you could bring your opposite hand to your lower back. I'm going to keep both of my hands down for now, but see how that feels on your body. 2 more. 1 last one. Then you're going to hold it up with the flexed foot and the bent leg. Knee's going to drive in, and this is going to be our starting position. We drive the knee up. We turn it out as we drop onto our forearm as it comes around to the side, and it lowers down. Then we come back up. It pushes back, comes around to the side and down. And I'm keeping my foot flexed the whole time here, just to really find that connection to the back of my leg. And down. So onto your hands, push. Turn out, knee to the side. And lower. Push. Turn out, knee to the side. And down, good. One last one in this direction. Holding it here. Now, I find it easier to keep my foot pointed. You're going to reverse it. You're going to take it up to the side, slice it back. You lift up and it comes down. So you drop to lift side, slices back, up onto your hands, parallel, and in. Drop, lift, slice, back. Good. How are we feeling, everyone? Okay. One last one. On the last one, we're going to hold it here, hold it to the side. Little lifts up. We've got 2 last bits. 4 more. 3, 2, 1, and close it down. Flex your foot, send it up. Tiny little pulses. Now make sure your toes on your left foot are tucked under, because we're going to hover our knee in a moment, see if that feels okay. Can we continue pulsing and just hover our knee off the block? Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold and lower down. Really good. Bring your leg in. Just step your knee off the block for now. Then we're going to roll ourselves all the way up. Arms are going to come out in front, so our palms are facing down. Look down your body, and then we're going to hinge ourselves back and lift up. And again, look down your body and hinge back and lift. So it's like a little bit of reformer inspired. Our thigh stretches on our reformer. And lift. 1 last one. Holding it back for 4, 3, 2, 1, and lift. We're going to do little circles with our arms. So palms are facing down. Think about moving from the top of your shoulders. And reverse the circles. We're going to do little lifts up, so tiny lifts. Arms go up to the sky and down and lift. And can you try and find that resistance? So you push the back of your palms up without flaring your ribs, and then you push them down. 2 more. 1 last one. Hold it here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Give your wrists a little rotation, and then we're going to send our palms back and in. So just a little break for our shoulders staying up before we come back onto all fours. Let's just go for 2 pushes and in. 1 last one, and then just roll your shoulders back. We're going to come back onto all fours, and we're going to take our right knee on the block now. So I'm just going to spin myself around so we have space. Hands come down. Block is underneath our right knee, and then we extend our left leg long. Oh my God, I had a mind blank there for a moment. We're going to lift and lower. It wasn't that long ago, Gabby. But tiny lifts and lower. So I shouldn't have said tiny. I just mean don't focus on the height. Height of the leg really doesn't matter. We want to keep our center hugged up and in, and we keep that long line from our head, right from the top of our head, all the way to our toes. We're trying not to dump over onto this hip that's on the block. So can we try and maintain our hip over our knee, over the block? Then you'll find that your center fires on so much more than if we're just leaning over the block. Both of our hips are facing down, and we're breathing. Pulling the leg away and lower. Good. Can you make sure your middle fingers are facing the top of the mat? Make sure we haven't got too much weight over our wrists. Because sometimes if we take too much weight over our wrists, then we're like, oh my gosh, this feels super intense. So have a little bit more weight between your hands and your knee. We're going to go for 2 more. Then we're going to hold it up for tiny little lifts. Good work, really nice. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your leg. Now we're going to extend our right arm, and you're going to lift your arm as you lift your leg. And extend and down. This is where we want to make sure that we don't arch into our back. So you're thinking about being pulled along, not necessarily about lifting high. We're knitting our ribs in, pushing the ground away with our supporting arm. That's the arm that's going to start to feel quite tired. 2 more. On our second one, can we hold it out? Tiny lifts up. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come down with your hand. Flex your foot as you bring it in and point to extend and tap. So lift, flex in, point, extend down. Good, one final one. You can take your hand to your lower back if you want to. Let's just do 2 more. If anyone took their hand to their lower back, if we just forgot that progression, she says. And down. On our next one, you're gonna hold out with the flex foot, bring it in. So that's your starting position here. We drive it up with our flex foot, we turn it out. As our knee comes to the side, we drop down and it lowers. So we flex up. Turn it out, drop as it comes to the side and lower. So flex, push, turn out, knee to the side and down and back. So this is where I said I keep my foot flexed the whole time. Good, let's do one last one in this direction. Then we're going to reverse it, so hold it here, you can point your toe, let's lift side, slice it back, parallel and down. So we're on our forearms as it lifts, slice, lift and down. You can just sort of smooth it out in your own time when it feels comfortable to lift what feels more natural for your body and lower. Lift, slice. 2 more. One last one. We're going to hold it down, lift your knee to the side, tiny little lifts up there. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Flex your foot, take it to the back, tiny little lifts up. So stamping your foot on the ceiling. Make sure your right toes are tucked under because we're going to hover our knee off the block if that variation felt okay on the other side. So here we go, let's hover our knee and lift up. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and lower down. Really nice. Pop your block off to the side, take your feet together, knees wide. We'll take a couple of big deep breaths here. In through your nose, out through your mouth. And then we're going to lift ourselves up and send our legs around. Do this direction. So legs are long, feet are flexed. We're going to hold on to our ball. Arms are out in front. So we're going to do our rollbacks that I do all the time. And we're just going to add little holds. So feet are flexed. We're going to roll ourselves back the smallest amount. So you tilt your pelvis. Now we just hold it there. So it's small, feels quite nice, hopefully. And then let's go a little bit lower and hold it there. Good. And then a little bit lower and hold it there. Little bit lower. One link lower. One link lower. Can we go one last one? And lower down. Oh, the sun. I love the sun, but when it's right in my eyes. Okay, we're going to lift our bum up and pop the ball underneath our bum. So it's supporting us here, supporting our pelvis. Hands, if it feels okay, are going to come up to the sky. But at any point, if we want more support, they stay to the floor. So we're just going to start by pulling one knee in, second knee in, First knee down, second down. Then just alternate which one leads. So which one comes in first, lower down. So what we want to try and do is just make sure that our legs are moving independently. So none of our pelvis is moving and our back isn't moving. Ball is going to make us feel more wobbly, or if you've rolled up your towel, you pop your rolled up towel underneath. But at any point we can get rid of it. So on our next one, we're going to hold our legs up. Now we send our thigh forward and in. Connecting to your big full breaths here. In. Good. Okay, if this feels okay with bent legs, we're going to change our legs so they're long up to the sky. And you lower one leg down and lift. Other leg lowers. And you're only taking your leg as low as you want to go. None of this is moving. And back up. If you want to, you can glue your legs together and you're going to lower them to about 45 or maybe a little bit lower and lift up. Lower down and lift. So we're going to take this into our rollover. So continue moving your legs. I'm just going to move myself down my mat so I have space. You're going to go for 2 more. One last one. Legs come up to the sky, hands come to the floor. If you want to get rid of your ball and do it without the ball, that's going to be more intense. So you have that option if you know your rollover. Or we're going to take our legs to 45 degrees. We're going to roll over. Legs are going to come sort of parallel to our mat. Then they're going to split wide as our shoulders, flex our feet, and we're going to roll ourselves down one link at a time. If you're using the ball is there, and legs come together, 45 degrees. Let's push into the mat, roll ourselves over. Keep your chin off your chest, split your legs, flex your feet, and roll yourself down. Controlled. One last one. 45 degrees. Lift over. Split shoulder width, flex. Find that connection at the back of your legs. Roll yourself all the way down. And draw your knees in. Really nice. Okay, we're going to continue with some leg drops here. So legs are going to go up to the sky. Hands again can be up to the sky or down to the floor. We're going to lower our legs. You're going to open, close, and come back up. So lower your legs, open, keeping the connection at the front of your body the whole time. Lower you take the legs, the further you open them, the more intense it's going to be. So you can gauge how much work you're getting there. As long as you never feel this in your lower back and you always feel it in your center, then that is really good. Moving with control, so really slow. On our next one, we're going to hold our legs down and you're just going to open and close and open. In. 3 more. 2. On your third one, we hold it out. Tiny little taps open. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs come together and lift them back up. Good. Lower your legs down, lift your bum up and grab hold of your ball. We're going to come into our shoulder bridge, so make sure your heels are underneath your knees. We're going to start with our pelvic tilt and peel ourselves all the way up. Then fold at your hips and roll down one link at a time. 2 more like that, so tilt, roll yourself up, push through your feet, open at the front of your hips, and then we come down. On our next one, we're gonna hold it all the way up. You're gonna start to pull your right knee in and tap down. So ball sort of goes up to the sky, knee comes in to meet it, and tap. And we're aiming to see if we can keep our hips the same level. Good. Now we're gonna add on. You're gonna push into the knee and extend up. And push, push, push. Good. So as you push your ball in, you should feel your center fire on, and we come down. And push. Lower. 2 more. And down. One last one. Hold it here. Can we just pull and pull and pull? Good. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it there. Little pumps up with your hips. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down with one leg. Really nice. Taking the ball up to the sky, we start with our roll and our peel all the way up. We're going to hold it there and go straight into bringing left knee in and tap down. So I'm really conscious of trying to keep my hips the same level here. Good. And lower. We're going to do one last one. Then we're going to start to push ball into our knee and down. And push down. So make sure you're pushing into all 5 toes that are on the floor, into your heel, into both edges of your foot. Push. So find that connection into your center as you push the ball. And really push it. It's not a cute little push. We're trying to pop, pop, pop the ball and down. One last one. Let's hold it here. And we're going to drive it in. So your ball is squishing in between your knee and your hands. Woo. Let's do 3 more. 2, 1. Hold it there. Little pumps up with our hips. Driving through our right heel. 5 more. 4, 3. On our last one, hold, and then lower yourself down with control. Really good. Ball is going to go up to the sky. We're going to curl ourselves up as we reach the ball to the outside of our right leg and come down. And pull, reach. And lower. We can start to add right knee coming in if that feels okay. So opposite shoulder blade lifts and down. Two more. On our next one, we're going to hold it there. You're going to draw your left knee up to meet your right, and then you're going to extend it long and pull it in. And extend long and pull. Right knee stays into your chest. Ball's still being pulled long. 2 more. One last one, hold it there. Take your ball through the center and we go into our single leg stretch. And single. Pulling your knees into your chest. One last one. Extend both legs up. Let's scissor. And switch. And switch. Oh. Good work. Okay, both legs go up. Can we lower both legs down? And lift them back up. Making sure your lower back doesn't arch away. And lift. 2 more. And up. On your second one, hold it there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your legs in and come down. We go straight to the other side. Ball pulls to the outside of your left thigh and down. Pull. Good. Whenever you're ready, you start to add left knee into your chest and down and in. One last one. Hold it there. Right knee comes up, and then we extend right leg long, and it pulls in. Right leg goes long. We can deepen everything by stretching the leg away, reaching the arms long, and then everything deepens in your body there. Two more. One last one, hold it there. Did we do knee pulls in? I don't think we did. Let's take our body through the center and switch. How do I forget that? From one side to the next. We can do this. Switch and switch. Good. Four more. Three. One last one. Let's go into our scissors and pass the ball behind our leg this time. So can you reach the ball further away, like someone is pulling it away from you each time you reach behind your knees? And pull. And pull. I feel like I'm quite far back. Four more. Three. Two. One last one. Ball is going to come behind our head. Keep your body lifted. And can we lower both legs? And lift, and lower, hand up, two more, hand up, one last one, and come in. Really nice. Pop your ball off to the side. Just give that a little rock from side to side. And then I know it's the opposite of what we do, but we're going to finish with our hundreds and then we'll finish with our push-ups. So legs are going to be long, arms are going to come up to the sky. In one movement, we're going to peel our head up, peel our legs up and start pumping our arms. So reach your toes away, but plug your thighs in towards your hips. Reach your fingertips long. Strong pumps with your arms. Keep breathing here. Really nice. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come in. Little rock from side to side. Take hold behind your hamstrings, rock yourself all the way up, and then swing your legs around. You're going to come into whichever push-up position you want to do today, but what we want to aim for is elbows skimming the sides of our body. So you're on your knees, or your knees are lifted up. We're going to start here. Pull yourself forward. We go for 3, 2, one last one. Hold it up for 3, 2, 1. Last round, 3 push-ups. Here we go. 3. Elbows in towards your body. And then push it into your downward facing stretch. Pedal it out. Reach your heels into your mat. Holding it there. And then drop onto your knees. Stretch your arms long. Take a big deep breath. And then roll yourself up. Roll your shoulders back. And give yourselves a massive round of applause. Amazing work. I hope you enjoyed that. Please let me know if you have any questions about anything we've done today. Just pop it in the comments. If there's anything else you want to see, please let me know. It's always really helpful if you like my videos, if you subscribe to my channel, that would be amazing. Hopefully I will see you again soon and have an amazing rest of your day.
Say yes, take a chance, just one more night.